Friends, another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It is Tuesday, January 24th, and we're here at Harlan Community High School gym, where your Cyclones are getting ready to take on the Monarchs from Denison Schleswig. These two teams met up back in December over in Denison, where the Cyclones came away with the win. Coming into tonight's contest, the Cyclones have an overall record of 9 wins, 5 losses, and in conference play, 6 wins and 1 loss. Denison, meanwhile, has an overall record, 2 wins, 11 losses, and in conference play, 2 wins and 7 losses. Getting ready to meet the starters for Denison under the direction of head coach Adam Mick and assisted by Nate Pardun and Morgan Malbauer. We got number 2, Kaylin Bruin. She's a 5'9" senior for the Monarchs. Number 3, Addison Inman, a 5'9" junior. Number 20, Lauren Bowker, 5'9" senior. Number 22, Kiana Schultz, 5'8" sophomore. And Olivia Meyer, number 30, a 5'7" senior. So those are the starting lineups for the visiting Monarchs. And now for the Cyclones, coached by head coach Zach Clausen and assisted by Mark Cohorst and Sam Brummer. Number 11, Hannah Sonderman. She's a 5'6" junior. Number 15, Aubrey Schwiezow, 5'8" sophomore. Number 23, Ava Munson, a 5'7" junior. Number 35, Ella Ploffman, 5'5" senior. And rounding things out for the Cyclones, number 45, Erica Rust, a 5'11" junior.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Google 105.3 FM, Tano D in Harlan, Iowa.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
In the center circle for the Cyclones, number 45, Erica Rust. And number 2, Caitlin Bruin for Denison. The opening tip goes to the Cyclones. Cyclones going to get set up in their half-court zone offense as Denison Schleswig has gotten into a 2-3 zone. Ball goes right inside to Erica Rust. Erica Rust, turnaround bucket for Rust, and the Cyclones are on the board, 2-0. Cyclones then turn up some defensive pressure here in a full-court press, and Rust with the steal. Erica gets it for the Cyclones. Cyclones back at it with their second offensive possession. Ball goes inside out, now back inside to Rust, back out to Ploffman, and she's going to let it fly from 3 and good. Ella Ploffman with a 3-point basket. Cyclones lead 5-0 here after 2 offensive possessions. Cyclones have scored on both their possessions. Got a turnover on Denison's first possession. Cyclones back to a 2-3 zone. Ball getting reversed around the perimeter. Inside touch out to Schultz from the arc. Schultz with number 22 is a three-point threat for the Monarchs. So they're going to have to know where she's at. Shot clock down to 3, and there's going to be another turnover. So back-to-back turnovers for Denison. Meanwhile, back-to-back field goals for the Cyclones on their first 2 possessions. Cyclones get the press broken. Well, they did. Ava Munson goes after it, and then there's going to be a travel call. Cyclones with a turnover on their possession will give the Monarchs the basketball in the backcourt. Schultz with it, getting across the timeline, tipped out of bounds by Munson. 6:25 left in the first quarter. The Cyclones lead 5-0. There's going to be a held ball. The opening tip went to the Cyclones, so on the alternate possession arrow, it will favor the Monarchs. Cyclones are keeping a close eye on number 22, Kenna Schultz. That's Ella Ploffman, making sure she knows where she's at. There's a turnover on the Monarchs. Cyclones leading 5-0 with 6:05 left to play in quarter number 1. Rust gets it to, Munson gets it to Rust. And Rust with 4 points, and the Cyclones lead 7-0. Denman on the dribble drive. Kicks it out, 3-point shot is up for the Monarchs, no good. Rebounded on the backside, last touch by Munson, so the possession will stay with the Monarchs. Margos tries going back out to Schultz. She almost turns it over, and she does. Last touch by the Monarchs on the sideline, standing out of bounds. So another turnover for Denison. They're yet to get on the scoreboard as the Cyclones lead 7-0 with 5:30 left in quarter number 1. Denison extends their zone a little bit, and there's going to be a turnover for the Cyclones. Denison expanded their zone defense a little bit, started to trap out of it. Cyclones turned it over, and now Denison has it. Ella Ploffman with a almost steal there. Ball getting skipped around the top, and that is number 30, Olivia Meyer, with a 3-point basket. She gets the Monarchs on the scoreboard. 3-point shot up by Sonderman, no good. Rebounded by the Cyclones. That's Sweezow with the basket. 9-3 Harlan Community. Cyclones back in their zone defense. Schultz with it. She's going to put up a 3, and that's good. We just talked about the dangerous shooting of Kenna Schultz. Cyclones have kept her in check with a person on her the whole night, except for got to let her get open there a little bit. Rust with the offensive rebound and putback attempt. That's no good. Then Denison comes away with the defensive rebound. Sweezow with the steal for Harlan Community. And the Cyclones turn it back over. Got going a little bit too fast there was Sonderman. It's called for the travel. Cyclones extend their full court press. Denison gets it across the timeline, and now is going to get their zone offense set up. Ball goes inside, out to Schultz. Schultz with the dribble drive, puts up a little runner, no good. Rebounded by Munson. Ava needs to look up. There's Erica Rust in transition. Nice job of running on the floor is Erica, and she scores the basket. Erica's got 6 points to lead all scorers, and with 3.5 to go, the Cyclones lead the Monarchs 11-6. Schultz gets it across the timeline for the Monarchs. There's a steal by Munson. Cyclones in transition. Don't have numbers, but see if they can get something created here. Nothing, and the Cyclones come away with the offensive rebound. Ploffman gets it inside to Rust. Rust is going to put a shot up, no good. Tipped away, and the Cyclones do come away with it. And there's Aubrey Sweezow, the recipient of a rebound that came right to her, and she puts it back in. Cyclones lead 13-6 with 2:40 left to play in the first quarter. A little travel call, I think Denison got away with, and that is number 23, Maya Slater, with the basket. And she's going to go to the free throw line for one free throw opportunity. She was fouled by Russ. That's her first personal foul, team's first. Actually, the first foul of the night by either team. 5.5 minutes played, and that's the first foul. So it's going to have Slater, 43% free throw shooter, goes to the line, misses. Erica Rust gets the defensive rebound. Cyclones get across the timeline. Ava Miller, number 25, into the contest for Harlan Community. Ball goes into Rust, and she's fouled. She's fouled by number 23, Slater. That's her first personal foul, team's first. Ball gets inbounded right into Russ. She takes a little one-step drop step and then a little step-through move, and Erica's got 8 to lead all scores, and the Cyclones lead 15-8. Schultz has it out front on the dribble drive, puts a shot up, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by the Monarchs, and there's a three-pointer put up, no good. Cyclones come away with the defensive rebound. They're trying to go in transition and turn the ball over. Under 2 minutes to play, minute 45, Cyclones lead 15-8. Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by Sonderman. Cyclones have numbers. Got to find Erica running in transition. Russ doing a nice job there of running the floor. She's got 10, and the Cyclones lead 17-8. There's going to be a steal by Ava Miller. Shot goes up. Cyclones running the floor nicely, and a transition basket by Schwiezow, and the Cyclones lead 19-8 with a minute to play. Ball goes inside. There's going to be almost turnover. That was Sonderman hustling after it well. Denison stayed with it, and there's going to be a held ball. Ava Miller creates the turnover. Substitutes in for both squads. Under a minute to play, 45 seconds to be exact. Cyclones leading 19-8. And they try getting the ball into Christensen. Tipped out of bounds by the Monarchs. So the possession will stay at this end with Harlan Community. And that's going to be an over and back call, another turnover on the Cyclones. Cyclones in their 2-3 zone. Ball goes inside, kicked out, and that's going to be a turnover on Denison as there's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Cyclones leading 19-8. Shot clock is off. Cyclones will have an opportunity for that last shot of the quarter. Down to 10. Got to get going here a little bit. Ball goes to Ava Miller, tipped out of bounds. Now we're down to 5 seconds left. Ball's going to get taken out of bounds on the sideline. Again, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get going. There's Ava Munson that puts up a three-pointer. That's no good. So that will bring us to the end of quarter number 1, where the Cyclones lead the Monarchs 19-8. So we'll take a quick break and be back with second quarter action of play. You're watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV, channel 15.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. We're getting ready to start quarter number 2, where your Cyclones lead on the scoreboard 19-8 over the Monarchs from Denison. Right now, Erica Russ leads the way with 10 points, leading all scorers. Ball goes inside the zone defense. Shot goes up by Inman. That's blocked by Christensen. Ava Munson in transition, puts a layup up, no good. Rebounded by the Monarchs. Again, Cyclones in a little 2-3 zone. Ball goes inside out. Cyclones always got to know where number 22, Kiana Schultz, is at. She's a three-point threat for them. There's going to be a turnover as Ava Munson comes away with the steal. And there's going to be an over and back call. Another turnover on the Cyclones. Cyclones creating some unforced turnovers here this evening, but still lead on the scoreboard 19-8. Schultz with it out front. Again, Cyclones in that half-court zone offense, and there's going to be a turnover by Denison as they tried finding number 20, Lauren Bowker, running the baseline. Ball goes out of bounds. Cyclones will have possession. A little extended half-court zone defense does Denison. Cyclones have the pass tipped out of bounds. .646 to play in the half. Cyclones lead 19-8. And there's going to be a foul, as that was Ella Ploffman on the dribble drive. She was fouled by number 3, Addison Inman, her first personal, team second. Pull up three-pointer by Schweizau's no good, but Ella Ploffman hustling after the rebound, gets it to Sonderman, and Hannah Sonderman scores the basket, and the Cyclones are up 21-8. Monarchs break the full court press of the Cyclones, and then there's going to be a foul. That's Aubrey Schweizau whistled for the personal. She is bodying up on the Monarch player on the sideline. So Schweizau's first personal foul, team second. Inman now with it out on the perimeter. Ball getting past the corner. Three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Cyclones, and they're trying to go in transition. Denison getting back. Ball goes inside to Rust. She's fouled. Foul's going to be called on number 30, Olivia Meyer. Her first personal foul, team's third. Ball goes right back into Rust. She drop steps. This is the shot from the block, and the Cyclones still lead 21-8. Cyclones still in that 2-3 zone. Ball goes in and kicked back out to Schultz. Right back inside. Schultz is going to let it fire from three. And a Schultz, 2 3-pointers. She's got 6 points, and it's 21-11 in favor of Harlan Community. And there's Erica Rust with another field goal. She's got 12 on the night. Cyclones lead 23-11. Cyclones have the ball on the sideline here. Ball goes over to Ella Ploffman. She puts it up, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound. Rust with it, and there's going to be a held ball. And on the alternate possession arrow, it will favor Harlan Community. They'll inbounds on the baseline. Nice little out of bounds play. Got it to Ava Munson, and she got it right back to Aubrey Schwiezow. Aubrey Schwiezow puts the field goal in. Cyclones lead 25-11 with 4.5 to play. Meyer with a 3-point attempt up by Denison. No good. Rebounded by Sonderman. Munson now pushes tempo for Harlan Community. 3-point shot up by the Cyclones and good. Aubrey Schwiezow off the assist from Ava Munson gives the Cyclones the 17-point lead, 28-11 here in the second quarter. There's going to be a turnover by the Monarchs. Denison with some substitutes again into the contest. Cyclones will inbound in the backcourt. Denison with some full court pressure. Cyclones get the ball across the timeline. Be Sonderman letting a 3-pointer go, and that is Hannah Sonderman. She's got 5 points, and it's a 20-point Cyclone lead, 31-11. There's a steal. Munson, cross-court pass to Sonderman, puts a shot up, no good. And there's going to be a held ball. And the alternate possession arrow favors the Monarchs. 3:37 left to play in the half. Cyclones lead 31-11. Coach Adam Mick wants to take a timeout and talk things over, and that gives us an opportunity to thank our fine sponsors for making this broadcast come to you live and on a rebroadcast basis. Those sponsors being United Bank of Iowa, Cyclone Lanes, KNOD Radio, Keist Auto Center, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Conductix Wampler, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So out of the timeout, it is Denison basketball in the backcourt. Cyclones drop back into a 2-3 zone. 3:30 left to play in the half. Cyclones again lead 31-11. And there's going to be a wild one there. Trying to find Schultz down on the baseline on a little screen play. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Cyclones, so it's Monarch basketball. Cyclones again in a little zone. Little turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Sonderman. Cyclones don't have numbers, so they'll just kind of slow things down a little bit. Sonderman finds Rust. Rust does a nice job of keeping the ball high. And that's Erica Rust, and she's got 14 here in the first half. The Cyclones lead 33-11 with 2:40 left to play in quarter number 2. Deep three-pointer up, no good. Denison comes away with the offensive rebound. Cyclones have held the Monarchs scoreless for almost 3 minutes so far. The Cyclones come away with it, and it's Ava Munson going coast to coast. Gets it to Miller. Miller finds Erica Rust. She puts up a little jump shot and misses. And there's another turnover. It's Ava Munson hustling in the backcourt, coming away with it. Sonderman's going to let a three-pointer go. No good. Rebounded by Schultz for the Monarchs. 1:50 left to play in the half. And there's an almost steal by Munson. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Sonderman. She kicks it to Schwiezow. She's going to let a three-pointer go. No good. Rebounded by Schultz for the Monarchs. And there's going to be a foul on Sonderman. .124 to play here in quarter number 2. Cyclones lead 33-11. Shot is up and good, and that is number 30 with Olivia Meyer. She's got 2 3-pointers, 6 points on the night. 33-14 Cyclones as we close in on 1 minute to play here in the first half of this Hawkeye 10 matchup. Schwiezow is going to put up a three-pointer, and that's good. Aubrey's got 2 3-pointers on the night. 36-14 Cyclones. Under a minute to play. 40 on the game clock, 26 on the shot clock. Ball's tipped away by Ava Munson. 19 seconds on the shot clock. And Coach Adam Mick is wanting to take a 30-second timeout to talk over things here about how to execute a possession leading into the end of the half. We're going to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors once again. Those being Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, Hanson House Senior Living, Shelby County State Bank, Conductix Wampler, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Keast Auto Center, KNOD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, and United Bank of Iowa. Out of the timeout once again, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Denison basketball on the sideline. Harlan Community leading 36-14. Meyer with it. She's got 2 3-pointers for the Monarchs. Inman with it, kicks it over to the corner. There's going to be a 3-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by Munson. 16 seconds left to go. Cyclones trying to go in transition, and Molly Swenson tries to save that one, but it's a turnover, and it goes to the Monarchs, and that's Kiana Schultz with the bucket. And that's going to get us to halftime, where the Cyclones lead the Monarchs 36-16. So we'll be back with some halftime stats and get ready for second half action of play. You're watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV, Channel 15. Welcome back, Cyclone fans, as we get ready for second half action of play here at Harlan Community High School Gym. Your Cyclones lead the Monarchs 36-16. Cyclones outscored the Monarchs 19-8 in quarter number 1. And in quarter number 2, the Cyclones had 17 more to Denison's 8. And that's how we get to 36-16. Leading the way for the Cyclones, Erica Russ, 14 points. Ella Ploffman, 3. Aubrey Sweezow, 14. And Hannah Sonderman, 5. So it will be the Cyclones with the first possession of the second half. Little extended 1-2-2 half-court zone offense by the Monarchs, and there's Sonderman inside. Hannah Sonderman with 7. The Cyclones lead 38-16. Cyclones have been playing a little 2-3 zone all night, and they've been making sure they know where number 22's at. Kiana Schultz, and she's their leading scorer. She's had a couple three-point buckets here tonight. Meyer puts up a jumper from the lane. Olivia Meyer now with 8, 38-18. A jump shot there by Erica Rust. She gets 2 points here in the second half. Leading all scorers with 16 points is Erica. Meyer with it at the top of the key. Gets it over to Inman. They try and go inside. Denison really doesn't have much of a post presence. That is number 30, Olivia Meyer, with her third three-pointer of the night. And the Cyclones turn the ball over. There's an offensive foul called on number 3, Addison Inman. 40-21 is the score in favor of the Cyclones. Denison elects to pick up full court here. Sonderman's going to get it across the timeline for the Cyclones. Ploffman with the little runner up, no good. Rebounded by Meyer. Inman has it, thought about a three-point shot. Elects to reverse the ball around the perimeter. Inman with it again. Now Schultz kicks it inside, back out to Schultz. She's going to let a 3 go. Cyclones can't give her open shots, as you heard Coach Clausen yell, don't leave her. Cyclones on the dribble drive. That Sonderman puts a shot up and good. 9 points for Sonderman, 4 here in the second half, and it's 42-21. Cyclones have doubled up the Monarchs with 5.5 minutes to play. Meyer on the little dribble drive puts a shot up, no good, but is fouled. See, they call the foul on here on the Cyclones. 35, that's Ella Ploffman. It's her first personal foul. First team of the second half, and that's Meyer at the free throw line. She's a 70% free throw shooter, misses the first, but will have a second as in the act of shooting. Only one free throw shot in that whole first half. That was by Maya Slater for Denison. 1 for 2 goes Meyer. Cyclones didn't even attempt a free throw in that first half. 42-22 is the score in favor of Harlan Community. Ball skipped over to Munson. They go down low to Rush. She's double teamed and going to be last touch by the Monarchs, out of bounds. Cyclones to inbound here on the baseline. .12 seconds left on the shot clock. Cyclone's got to make sure they know. Now there's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Sonderman with it. Cyclone's got to get a shot off there. Again, team's got to get used to looking at the shot clock whenever there's a out-of-bounds play. We're now under 5 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Cyclones leading by 20, 42-22. There's going to be a foul on number 15, Aubrey Schwiezow. It's her second personal foul, team's second of the second half. Denison not having much of a post presence. The Cyclones have been attacking inside offensively and pretty easy to shut down things in the lane defensively. And there's Erica Russ coming away with a defensive rebound, and Ava Munson going in transition. Gonna fire up a three-pointer from the corner. Does Schwiezow, no good. Meyer for the Monarchs coming away with the defensive rebound, and then there's a tie-up between Meyer and Sonderman on the alternate possession arrow. Is going to favor the Monarchs, so they will inbound in the backcourt. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 3, and the score still is 42-22 Cyclones. A little dribble penetration and kick back out, and that's Hannah Sonderman taking the ball away. Turnover on the Monarchs. Ball goes inside to Rust, and she is fouled. She's fouled in the act of shooting, so she's going to go to the free throw line. First free throws of the night for these Cyclones, 2 of them coming for Rust here. She was fouled in the act of shooting. That first one is good. Rust, a 41% free throw shooter on the season. See the second one coming here, does Erica. Second one is up, and that one is nothing but net good for Rust. She's got 18. And the Cyclones lead 44-22. Cyclones in that half-court zone defense. Closing on 3.5 minutes to play. Shot is up and no good, but fouled by Rust. It's going to send the Monarchs to the free throw line. And the free throw is up and good. That is number 23, Maya Slater. She scores the free throw. She'll have a second one coming as she was fouled in the act of shooting. That one's up, no good. Ava Munson coming away with the rebound. Ava Miller down in transition, doesn't score the field goal. The Monarchs come away with the defensive rebound. And there's going to be another turnover by, well, that's just going to be a mad scramble. And almost everyone has touched it now. Schultz is going to fire up a 3, and that's good. Kenna Schultz with the 3-point bucket. She's got 11. Ball goes right inside to Rust. She got caught a little bit too low on the block. Her field goal attempt is no good. 2.5 minutes to play. Cyclones lead 44-26. Ball goes inside. Rust does a nice job of playing straight up. And then there's a held ball. It's Inman and Munson. The possession arrow does favor the Cyclones. 2:22 left to play. And Coach Adam Mix is going to want to take another timeout and talk things over. 2:22 left to play in quarter number 3, and the Cyclones lead 44-26. Ball gets right into Savannah Christensen, and she's going to get whistled for the travel violation. Turnover on the Cyclones.
Whoever had the loss.
2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. A shot is put up. No good. Inman runs down the offensive rebound for Denison. She's trapped on the baseline, and she stepped on the end line. So it will be a turnover. Cyclones will get possession here in the backcourt. Aubrey Sweezow trying to get the ball to Ava Munson and gets tipped out of bounds. Miller with it for Harlan Community, and the Cyclones get things set up here in the half court. Munson gets the ball into Christensen. She's trying to establish post position down there. Munson lets a three-pointer fly, no good, and that's Aubrey Sweezow on the inline. So the ball will get turned over to the Monarchs. 1:31 left to play. Cyclones lead 44-26. Meyer with it at the top of the key. A little dribble handoff to Schultz. And there's a steal. That's Ava Munson stepping in the passing lane, and Ava Munson goes the distance, puts a shot up, no good. That is fouled in the act of shooting. So that's going to send Ava Munson to the free throw line for 2. Ava, a 45% free throw shooter on the season. Again, they'll have 2 shots as she was fouled in the act of shooting. The first one is up and good. Munson with her first points of the night. Second free throw by Munson coming here. And that one is up and that one's short, no good. 45-26, Cyclones with the lead. Ball getting worked around the zone defense, and there's Meyer. She's got 4 3-pointers, 13 on the night to lead Denison. 45-29, and there's a 3-pointer by Aubrey Sweezow. Her first 3-pointer of the second half, and the Cyclones with 48 and the Monarchs with 29. Down to 20 seconds left to play in the quarter. There's Meyer. She kicks it out to Inman. Back to Meyer. She's going to put up a 3 again. No good. Rebounded, and there's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be called on Savannah Christensen. 10 seconds left to play in the quarter. Cyclones with the lead. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Ava Munson. 7.6 seconds left in the quarter. Cyclones with the lead yet. Cyclones leading 48-29. And there's Ava Miller tipping the ball out of bounds. Ball gets in, 3-pointer up, no good. Denison comes away with the defensive rebound, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. 0.7 seconds left. And last touch by the Cyclones. It's So Denison to inbound. Shot goes up. And no good. So that's going to bring us to the end of quarter number 3 where the Cyclones lead 48-29. We'll be back with fourth quarter action to play. You're watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV, Channel 15. Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for fourth quarter action to play here from Harlan Community High School gym. Cyclones leading the Monarchs 48-29 as they enter into this fourth quarter action of play. Denison did outscore these Cyclones there in quarter number 3, 13-12. The Cyclones lead on the scoreboard, 48-29. Schultz with it out front, gets it to Inman along the baseline, and that's Hannah Sonderman. That's going to be a held ball. Possession arrow favoring the Cyclones. Some full court pressure by the Monarchs, which causes the Cyclones to get going a little too fast there. Suizo tried getting it to Munson. Munson gets whistled for the travel call. And turnover Cyclones. Two shooters out front there, and Meyer and Schultz. And Ava Munson does a nice job of stepping into the passing lane and getting the turnover. And in transition, that's Aubrey Suizo with the layup. The Cyclones lead 50-29, and Coach Adam Mick is going to take another timeout. Monarchs to inbound. Cyclones in their zone defense, kind of a little dribble weave out front. Schultz on the dribble drive along the baseline gets it to Meyer. Inman now gets it to Schultz. Schultz kicks it over to Meyer, and that's Ava Munson causing havoc out there defensively. Nice hustle play by Kloffman. The Cyclones come away with the basketball. There's going to be a three-pointer put up by Sonderman. That's no good. Erica Russ tries saving it as it's going out of bounds. She steps on the sideline. So the possession does go to the Monarchs. 50-29 is the score. Meyer with it out front. Meyer, Inman, and Schultz out on the perimeter for the Monarchs. And ball goes inside, and Erica Rust comes away with the steal. We close in on 6 minutes to play in the Cyclones lead, 50-29. Ball goes right inside to Erica Rust. Got to power that up, little power dribble and go up with it. There it goes in. Erica Rust with the turnaround jumper and good. Erica Rust with the bucket, 52-29. Here's a three-pointer by number 22, Schultz. She's got 14. Ball goes down low, and that's Erica Rust being fouled. She's fouled by Schultz. Substitutes now for Monarchs. Ball goes into Erica Rust. She has a little jumper, no good. 52-32 Cyclones. 5:15 left to play in the quarter. Meyer on the dribble drive, kicks it out. 3-point shot up for the Monarchs, no good. Cyclones come away with the defensive rebound, and in transition, it's Sonderman puts a shot up, no good, but Erica Rust was right there to clean things up. Her putback is no good. Now we're gonna have a 3-point shot is up and good by Schwiezow. Hits a 3-pointer for the Cyclones. And Harlan Community is up 55-32. Schultz is going to put up a 3 of her own, no good. Rebounded by Rust. Skip pass over to Munson. Ploffman finds Rust in the middle. Rust with the bucket. 57-32. 4 minutes to play. And there's going to be a foul. It's on Ella Ploffman. Be Denison basketball on the baseline. .401 to play. Ball gets inbounded, and that's Schultz with the bucket. She's got 16 on the night. Ball goes into Savannah Christensen. She misses, but it's Miller with the rebound. And Sonderman attacks the basket and is fouled by Inman. So it will send Hannah Sonderman to the free throw line. She'll have 2 free throws. She was fouled in the act of shooting. Sonderman, a 62% free throw shooter. That first one is up, no good. Second free throw for Sonderman, and that one's no good as well, but she comes away with her own rebound, and then it goes off the hands of Aubrey Schwiezow out of bounds. Turnover on the Cyclones. 3:41 to play in the contest. Cyclones up by 23, 57-34. There's going to be a foul or a held ball. They're going to call it a held ball, but on the alternate possession arrow, that favors the Monarchs. Monarchs get the ball inbounded. That's Inman with it in the corner. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Christensen. Layup by Schwiezow is blocked, and the possession is going to go to the Monarchs. Last touch by Harlan Community. Sonderman comes away with a steal. Turnover by the Monarchs. And that's Ella Ploffman puts a shot up, no good. And last touch by the Cyclone, so it'll get turned over to the Monarchs, and into the Cyclone lineup is number 3, Lauren McLaughlin. May not see a whole lot of movement here by Lauren. She's got a torn ACL, had surgery on it, has a brace, and don't want to do anything goofy to re-injure herself, but on senior night want to get her out on the floor. That's Miller with the layup attempt, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound. That's no good. And Ella Ploffman puts a shot up and good. Ella Ploffman. Count the bucket. She's got 5, and she'll have a free throw coming to try and convert on a 3-point play opportunity.
I'm not sure how she got that shot off.
So Ploffman to try and convert here on the 3-point play. And that's good. Ploffman was 6. Little dribble drive, shot is put up, no good. Rebounded by Kara Kinkle. 2 minutes to play here for the Cyclones. Ball goes into Grace Albertson. Her shot is missed, no good. Shot's going to get put up by the Monarchs, no good. Rebounded by Savannah Christensen. And for the Cyclones, Kara Kinkle, Savannah Christensen, Macy Mueller, Molly Swenson, and Grace Albertson. Kara's going to put up a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by the Monarchs. Closing in on a minute and a half to play, 60-34. Cyclones with the lead. Ball out to the corner. Shot is up and good. For the Monarchs, 60-37. Ball goes into Grace Albertson, and she tried getting it over to Savannah Christensen. Ball goes out of bounds. Nice round of applause for Savannah Christensen on senior night. Minute to play here in the contest. Ball out in the corner, no good. Defensive rebound, and the shot is up. The Monarchs, no good, but there is a foul called. First free throw was up, no good. Monarchs will have a second as it was in the act of shooting. Second free throw was up and good. Under a minute to play here from Harlan Community High School gym. 50 seconds as Ava Munson gets it across the timeline. 3-point shot is up by Swenson, no good. Shot is up by Monarchs. That's no good. Cyclones come away with the rebound, and in transition, there's a nice find by Ava Munson, finds Mueller in transition. Mueller's fouled on the layup attempt, so she'll have 2 free throws coming. First free throw is up, no good. Short on the free throw. She'll have a second, again, as it was in the act of shooting. 60-38 Cyclones. Second free throw is up and good for Mueller. "20 seconds left to play in the contest. Closing in on 10 seconds here. Here's a steal by Molly Swenson, and Molly Swenson goes up and scores the basket. Swenson with 2, and the Cyclones are going to close this out with a 63-38 win. Cyclones led from the get-go. They led 19-8 after quarter number 1. They led 36-16 after halftime. At the end of 3 quarters, it was 48-29 Harlan Community. And then in the end, Cyclones outscored the Monarchs 15-9 in quarter number 4 to come away with the victory, 63-38. That will increase the overall record of the Cyclones to 10 wins and 5 losses, and it will drop Denison to 2 wins and 12 losses. This has been Jonathan North on the camera, Bill Bueller on the play-by-play. And you've been watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.